welcome to South Hills and this presentation of George Washington Baseball, brought to you by our great sponsors, the George Washington Boosters. The George Washington Patriots tonight will be hosting the Vikings from Ripley. Give you a quick rundown of the lineups here. For Ripley, batting first at shortstop, Byron Castro. At third base, hitting second, Jackson Curry. Pitching and hitting third, Cade Good. In left field, batting fourth, Bradley McVeigh. Hitting fifth, Parker Keller. He will also be at first base. DH in sixth, Landon Meadows. Seventh in the lineup, Kyler Doss, playing right field. At second base and hitting ninth is Catlin Donahue. And hitting ninth in center field, Eli Phelan. And that is the lineup for Shane Castro's Ripley Vikings, who come in tonight. Tonight is their season opener. Monday was supposed to be against Cabell Midland. However, weather postponed that game, so tonight will be their opener. For the Patriots of George Washington, their lineup, hitting first, Chuck Kelly, and playing first. At short is going to be Bryson Hoff, hitting second. Third, Eli Smith, DHing. Hitting fourth, Corbin Dixon. He will also be behind the plate tonight. In center field and hitting fifth, Eli Dawson. Hitting sixth at second base, Joel Nelson. Hitting seventh in right field, Abe Fenwick. Cole Ellis will hit eighth and be in left field. And hitting ninth, John Fela, who will be playing third base. Pitching tonight for George Washington will be Ty Nettles, as it looks like we are about ready to play some ball here. George Washington opened their season last night with a 14-2 win in 5 innings over Capital. So tonight will be game 2 for the Patriots. And the first pitch of the game called just low for a ball, and we are underway. Pitch 2 is also a ball. So a little bit of a different start here than we saw last night from George Washington, who came out firing strikes. Tonight, a little bit of some command issues. And ball 3, so now a 3-0 count here to Bryson Castro. Big opportunity here for Ripley to get their first man of the night on. Ooh, strike 1. Move the count to 3-1 here. And the pitch. Strike 2 called right at the letters. So Ty Nettles battles back from a 3-0 count to now 3-2. And the payoff. Ball 4 and a walk to open the game here for Ripley. That'll bring to the plate third baseman Jackson Curry.
Next up for Ripley, third baseman Jackson
So now Ripley
Curry.
set up, 1 on, nobody out here as we are at the top of the first inning. Ripley definitely going to look to try and probably put some pressure on George Washington here early, and then set up to do have a very good chance at that. Throw over, gets back safely. Nettles really thought maybe he was probably going to take off there, had a pretty good sized lead. And the pitch. Strike 1. George Washington definitely here would like to get ahead of this hitter. Maybe attempt to get a double play ball here as well.
Ball inside.
Ooh, ball 1 inside. Nettles definitely trying to work in on these hitters. Not as cold as it was last night here, but still a little chilly. Definitely definitely windy. Perfect conditions to try and work on the inside and get some jam shots. Throw over, gets back safely again. Seems here that George Washington a little concerned there with Casher over there at first. Does have some speed. Wouldn't be surprised if they attempt to maybe push the pace here and try and get him into scoring position early. Ty comes to the set, the 1-1. Bouncer right back up the middle. Perfect double play ball. Step on second, throw to first. Double play perfectly executed there by the shortstop Bryson Huff on the pickup and step and throw. And just like that, GW 2 outs and setting up very nicely for a very quick inning here. This will bring up Cade Good, who's also doing the pitching duties for Ripley tonight. Ball up above the letters for ball 1. Ball 2 high again. So Ty trying to really kind of get settled in here. The 2-0. Having to probably chase that one a little up in the zone, so now 2-1. The wind, the kick, and the pitch. Ball fouled off there, so that'll even the count there at 2-2. Good gets dug back in. That'll set. Wind, the kick, the pitch. Down into the turf, dirt, whatever you want to call it nowadays.
3 balls, 2 strikes, we're full. 3-2 full.
And that leads to a full count here. 3-2, 2 out. That was with wind and the payoff pitch. Ball 4 up high. Second walk of the inning for Ripley. And that will bring up Brady McVeigh, the left fielder. An opportunity here to extend the inning even a little bit further. Kick in the pitch. Strike 1. And if you were with us last night, definitely seeing a difference in pace from Ty Nettles versus Smith, who pitched last night. A little more deliberate. Throw over. Nothing going on.
0-1.
And another throw over. So George Washington being extremely cautious with a man on here, thinking maybe Ripley wants to try and push the pace with 2 outs. That one fouled off to the right. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
No balls, 2 strikes, we're 0-2.
Ty Nettles 1 pitch away from kind of getting out of a walky first here. He had a couple of walks there to throw over. Good back easily. Looks in, gets the sign. And the delivery. Ball right back up the middle. Second base, throw over to first. And that will do it for the top of the first. No hits, no runs, nobody left on, 1 runner left on base. And we will be right back. welcome back to the Hill as George Washington prepares to come to bat for the first time here in the bottom of the first. At this time, I want to bring in my broadcast partner, Blaine Smith. Blaine, good to have you here, man.
How are you, CJ? Beautiful day for a baseball game, man. Couldn't stay away, you know?
Absolutely. Definitely a little warmer than it was last night, so we're kind of thankful for that.
Yeah, 60s, man, slight breeze. Beautiful day for baseball.
Absolutely. Definitely spring is back in the air. All right, and stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, Chuck Kelly.
Leadoff man and the first baseman. You don't see that all that often, actually.
You don't, but I would say for a first baseman, a lot more athletic than a lot of them. He had a very big night last night. Definitely a lot of speed there at that first base position, which is kind of uncommon, but can absolutely get up and down the line. First pitch taken, ball one.
So we got Cade Good on the mound here for the Ripley Vikings. In those blue tops with the white pants.
All fouled off straight back. Even in the count at 1-1. Yeah, definitely love the blue unis, the old school cut off sleeve.
And you see the Patriots with their kind of cream colored, you would say. Oh, and Kelly with a drive. Deep back, but caught at the wall. So nothing but a loud out to start. Yeah, Kelly got under that one a little bit, CJ, and I think just didn't quite center it up the way he would have liked to, but still good contact nonetheless. And Bryson Hoff will now stand in.
Yep, the shortstop, Bryson Hoff. This guy makes the game look just so smooth out there at short. Ball high.
Yeah, having a good approach at the plate right now, seeing it well, letting it get deep.
Yeah, very patient. We saw that at the Patriots last night. Definitely a hallmark for this lineup. Ball three, high and in.
Yeah, you think maybe a guy like Hoff might get the green light, but early on in the season, still may have a take sign here.
Yeah, I definitely think he had the take sign on there. So now the count 3-1.
Even if you have it, if it's not something that's absolutely perfect, you're probably not taking a cut, CJ.
And strike two. So good battling back here to get to a full count here after falling back 3-0. Looks in. Here we go. The kick and the pitch.
Misses up. So good at bat there by Hoff. Quality at bat. Saw a lot of pitches. Gonna let the boys know what's going on when he gets back to the dugout for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw that a lot last night with this George Washington team. Not afraid to take walks. They're definitely looking for pitches in their spots, and they're not afraid to take if it's not what they're looking for.
Good approaches at the plate for sure.
Throw back over. Hoff gets back in safe. Definitely a big-time run threat. As Eli Smith, the DH, digs in. Ball one high.
Just a little up there. Good.
Eli, who pitched last night's game, I think he would tell you he was okay with the performance, but not probably all that impressed or thrilled with his command.
Decent little move there from Good, but a nice lead over there from Hoff, and probably gets another step now.
Yeah, he's definitely been a guy that pays attention, can scout it quickly out there.
Good take there from Smith, able to kind of spit on it a little bit, just low.
Yeah, and you got to think Bryson out there at first definitely has the pitcher conscious of his speed out there. He looks like he's trying to work quick to home.
And a nice secondary too, and he's thrown over yet again. And Hoff able to get back in again there, CJ. Eli Smith gonna get a hitter's pitch here, you would think. 2-0.
Yeah, should see a pretty good one. Ball got squirted up and kept it when
A real strong gust of wind coming through here right now. You never know, CJ, how that might play. It looks like the trees may be blowing in a little bit here. Might hold some balls up today.
Yeah, definitely I'm not so sure weather-wise you want to get the ball up in the air as Smith takes ball 4 and a walk.
So back-to-back walks now worked by the Patriots, and they're going to get their cleanup hitter, the catcher, Corbin Dixon, to step into the dish here, CJ. And you'd imagine he's going to be sitting dead red fastball early in the count, especially with Good not being able to hit the zone so far early.
Yeah, I think you definitely have to be sitting there looking for that. And of course, Corbin Dixon drove in a couple last night as well. He's a guy that, if he squares one up, he can hit it hard and, hit it a long way. Ball pops straight up.
Is that coming toward us, buddy? No, it's not. Oh, what a play. What a play. I lost it up in the lights there, or in the sun there, CJ.
Yeah, I did too, but that's a great play by Jackson Curry, the third baseman, to come in and find it, make a diving effort there, and to get an out there as well.
Had it tracked the whole way, obviously, even though he had to kind of dive back at the end. And that's a big out right there for the Vikings now to get that second out.
Yeah, that's a very big out right there now. Maybe you get a double play ball, get out of this thing without any real damage.
A little up there.
Ball
Dixon.
high to
Dawson, excuse me.
Eli Dawson, the center fielder.
Dixon swinging at that first pitch there, CJ. Must have been one he liked, but he was just a little too underneath it.
Time called at the plate by Dawson. You'll see hitters do that at times. Kind of they get into their set, and then all of a sudden you've held it a little longer than they like. They're going to try and change it back to their pace.
Yeah, you got to have a rhythm up there.
Dawson files it straight back. Yeah, and I think if you were Dixon, you were, like you said, you were sitting dead red, got what you kind of wanted, just got underneath of it a little bit and shot it straight up into the air. That's one of those your brain finds out the foul territory quickly. Pitch.
The 1-1 driven into the air into center field. But a can of corn.
Underneath it for the catch and the out, and that will do it. No hits, but you leave 2 on base there for George Washington. So at the end of 1-0, Ripley coming to bat. We will be right back. And we want to thank the George Washington boosters for this broadcast, and we shall return. To the Hill, the Patriots versus the Vikings, brought to you and sponsored by the George Washington Boosters. Top of the second.
Oh, almost got him in the foot there.
Little skip in there for ball one. Parker Keller, the first baseman for the Ripley Vikings, leading off here to start the second inning. And Ty Nettles struggling a little bit with command here at the beginning.
Pours that one in, though.
Had 2 walks in the first, but a double play kind of helped eliminate the leadoff walk.
Nice breaking ball right there.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Heading the count. I think he might even go back to that breaking ball again after the way that last swing looked. And he does.
And sure enough, and for the strikeout.
First K of the ball game for either team.
Yep, sure is.
A lot of walks early. The double play was very fortunate, and nice play by Hoff in the first, and then Ripley was able to make the plays on some balls the Patriots got under in their half of the first inning.
Yep. And ball one here to the DH, Landon Matthews. You got to think maybe with the wind a little bit, playing with the spin on the ball a little bit. Ball two. Also a little bit cooler of a day. First couple of games always a little bit cooler. A little tougher to grip the ball sometimes.
Definitely better than Monday, though. That's for sure. Game ended in the 30s, CJ. So it's up in Princeton.
Oof.
It was chilly. So we hope we stay out of those temperatures tonight. Live in the 50s. Nice pitch there on the outside corner there from Nettles, getting the call.
Yep, be okay with that. That'll be the count to 3-1 here. Nettles trying to avoid walking his third hitter of the night.
Meadows getting a hitter's pitch here, and he takes it for a ball. Third walk now of the contest for Ty Nettles.
Next up for Ripley, right fielder, Kyler Doss.
All right, and stepping in, Kyler Doss, the right fielder.
Might see Ripley trying to move the runners along here with the bunt, maybe hit and run, something.
Yeah, definitely maybe something a little station to station, see if you can put some pressure on Nettles here with a guy in scoring position.
Oh, that breaking ball made him look silly there.
Yeah, he definitely was not. I don't think that's the pitch he was quite looking for, had him fooled a little bit. So
Doss was definitely thinking he was going to get a first pitch fastball, was going to jump all over it, and Nettles gave him the curveball.
Even the count there at 1-1.
Not a bad pitch there from Nettles. Good take from Doss.
Yeah, it is a good take. You're trying to see if maybe he can expand the zone there a little bit. Throw over.
We've had 5 base runners, CJ, all of the free pass variety.
Yeah, definitely patience at the plate being demonstrated by Ripley and George Washington. Something I think sometimes you don't always see at the beginning of the year. Guys usually trying to come out of the gates hot. A little blooper, and
it's foul. Called foul by the home plate umpire.
But I think it bounced in the turf.
Nice play right there by Chuck Kelly, as we talked about the athleticism being at the top of the lineup, making an athletic play there, and almost stole his team potentially even a double play.
Yep. So with that being a foul ball, count goes to 1-2. Yeah, and Kelly is, and you can see this with the George Washington Patriots. I mean, pretty much all across the diamond, just athletes. Ooh, and a swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the game for Ty Nettles.
Nettles is getting that breaking ball really breaking sharp right now, CJ, and the Vikings are struggling with it right now.
Yeah, he's definitely had that pitch working. And the fact that he's been able to throw it, because the command with the fastball hasn't quite been, I think, what he would like it to be. But when you can have that secondary pitch working that well, it's going to make up for what you're lacking.
That's not going to look good, especially on a chillier day. Wind we just talked about there. Getting a little blustery here as we had to take our mics for cover there.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so stepping in now for the Vikings, second baseman, Gatlin Donahue. Foul loss. Making the count 0-1.
I'm trying to use my lineup card now as a shield for the wind. I think it's going to help.
Yeah, definitely got to get creative in these windy conditions. There's ball one
it's
high
baseball,
there.
Baseball in March in the state of West Virginia. It's sunshine, you still got to love it.
Absolutely. Just means spring is here.
Sun splash Wednesday, pretty Wednesdays.
Foul tip, but caught in the mid. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 and 2.
So Nettle's going to try and strike out the side here. Bet he gets a breaking ball. What do you say here, CJ? Fouls it away. They call it an ugly finder. I don't know if the Ripley parents agree with that.
Yeah. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Donahoe battling, trying to be a hitter here. See some pitches. You know, it's all about the pitch count. And sometimes, you know, predestined plans in high school baseball. These guys are, you know, you already know how long a guy's going to go. So if you work them, you may get a guy and get to other pitchers. And that's kind of a good strategy. That was a good pitch right there, but just a little inside.
Yeah, good pitch. Just a little, like you said, just a little bit inside. Even the count at 2-2.
Great patience being shown by both teams so far here.
Breaking ball again, swung on in the dirt, but the pickup throw to first will record the out. So strikeout throw down to first to record the out. So after the top of the second, no hits, 1 walk, no runs, 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the second, tied 0-0, and we will be right back. And welcome back to the Hill here at George Washington as the Patriots come to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. Want to give a shout out to the George W. Boosters. Thank you for sponsoring this stream and bringing high school baseball.
So the 6-hitter here, Joel Nelson.
Yep,
Joel's going
second base.
to look for a fastball here, buddy. I guarantee it. First pitch swinging down the line. Is it going to stay foul?
And it stays in play.
Parker Keller making the play there for Ripley. Well done.
Yep, very nice. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's an extremely efficient start here to the inning for Ripley.
Next up for the Patriots, right fielder Abe Fenwick.
That'll dig in Abe Fenwick, right fielder. Left-handed hitter, and the pitch. Low, ball 1.
Yeah, pretty efficient there after, you know, in the first inning, Kate Good had to throw about 20 pitches. So you kind of seen that first pitch getting it out. Big for him. That ball's grounded to the second baseman, and the play is made. Nicely done by Gatlin Donahoe, who struck out in the inning last time, but comes out there, makes a quality play behind his pitcher, and now Ripley's got 2 away already here in the second inning.
Yeah, 3 pitches, 2 outs. I mean, like you said, extremely effective there, especially after kind of laboring a little through the first.
Yeah, Fenwick right there was hunting it and just kind of got a little out in front of it.
Strike 1 there to Cole Ellis, who's the 8th hitter in the lineup, also playing left field today. And the kick.
Oh, my. Cole Ellis wears it. And that absolutely got him right in the bill of that helmet.
And caught him absolutely flush. Kind of a scary moment there, but saw him kind of quickly just kind of turning, go down the line. Seems to be okay, I think. I think when it catches you in the bell, I think it scares you a lot more than really anything. But good to see the fact that it didn't take him down and kind of shook it off pretty quick. He seems to be okay.
Yeah, and
he does not look like a guy who's coming out of the game at all.
It doesn't. But also, with it being the head, you're still going to monitor it pretty closely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'll bring up the ninth hitter and third baseman John Falla.
But Cole Ellis did throw on the other mitt, so maybe he's thinking about running. Nice little lead there.
Yeah, it was something we saw George Washington do last night. Get back.
Yeah, oh my.
Ooh, close.
I believe the tag there from the first baseman Parker Keller was just a little bit high up on the chest there, and he was able to get that hand barely back in, sneaking it in. The timing of the throw definitely beat him.
Ball one high. Yeah, it was definitely something last night. The Patriots on the base pass really pushed it. Hit and run, straight steals, really pushed the issue. So Ripley paid attention. Another close one.
Well, it's all about getting the runners in motion, creating havoc, some chaos out there on the base pass, especially in the high school baseball. If you get runners in motion, you put the ball in play, good things are going to happen. Put pressure on the defense.
Another throw over.
And Ellis is continuing to play a cat and mouse game there, CJ. With good. And he's going here.
Ball too high, throw down.
And
Ellis with a steal of second.
Display some wheels there. Nice lead there from Ellis, and a great jump, and he's able to take second with pretty much ease there. And it wasn't a bad throw from the catcher, Zach McCoy. Just great jump from Ellis.
Yeah, definitely read that well, and now in scoring position.
My goodness.
Ball laced down the line, left foul into the dugout. 2-1 count now with 2 outs. But a base hit here probably puts the Patriots up 1-0.
That thing was more than hot, CJ. That was like an atomic wing. Quaker, it was scalding.
And ball 3, so now 3-1 big-time hitters count here.
G-Dub with a runner on second base, their first hit of the game, could also produce the first run of the contest here. Falla in a 3-1 count, going to get a hitter's pitch, you'd imagine here.
Good, it delivers, and that ball inside, ball 4, and another walk.
So 3 walks and a hit batsman. One Good's line so far. It's back up to the top of the order in Chuck Kelly. And CJ, Hall of Fame coach, the state of West Virginia, Steve Pritchard once told me the team that turns over the lineup fastest is typically the one that wins. George Washington just did it just now.
Yeah, and that's completely indicative of what we saw last night. Ball 1 high.
Not always, but
yeah, it was something George Washington was able to do yesterday.
Chuck Kelly at the dish here. That one's in for a strike. Nice little breaking ball there from Good. Miss with that one. Did a nice job there by McCoy being a wall, not allowing anybody to move up back to the extra 90 there.
That's a big thing too as a pitcher. You got your guy back there you can trust, you can bury it, not have to worry about it.
And here's the pitch. Got him on that one. Yep, just pulled off just a touch on it there. 2-2 coming now. Big pitch, juices everywhere. First and second, 2 outs, 2-2 count in the pitch. That one just a little bit low there. I believe Kate Good definitely wanted that one.
Yeah, Good definitely wanted that one. I think,
So big full count offering here. The runners will be in motion. Hitting the gap will score 2.
3-2 definitely going to see the runners on the move too here.
Somebody needed to change the rhythm up, CJ. It is a real thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
100%.
All right. And the payoff. He drives it back up the middle. Great play.
Nice play. Oh, and they're going to say he was going to say that he beat it at second.
It's either he beat it or he missed the bag. One of the two. I couldn't quite tell from our location.
Next up, shortstop, Bryson Hall.
They're going to award a hit on that.
I mean, I would. It's probably a fielder's choice, if anything, there, CJ.
Well, I thought for sure maybe an error on the miss of the bag, but I guess they're going to say that he didn't get to the bag in time, so we'll go a little FC action there.
So the bases are juiced now. Hoff's up to the dish. He's going to pop that one up. I think it's going to foul out, though.
That one looks like it might get out, and it does as it bounces off the
hits the big old green barn there.
Indoor batting facility here at George Washington.
It's kind of driving range type vibe over there, that big old building.
Oh, yeah. It's a big at bat here for Cade Good. You know, Bryson Hoff probably the one guy in the lineup you really don't want to see in this situation. Got to find a way to get him out here. Ball bounces short, but gets a nice kick off the backstop there to keep everybody exactly where they are. So that'll even the count at 1-1. Bases loaded. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. GW threatening here. Good looks in, gets the sign. To the set.
Off sitting dead red here. Fouls that one away.
Count 1-2. Good here. One really good pitch away here from averting disaster.
And still yet the Patriots without a hit in this ball game.
Yeah,
you have a chance
hit by pitch. That's pretty much been the flavor of the inning.
But I have a chance to bust it open right here. 1-2 the count. Good. Looking for that big strikeout. And he's got a guy off at third. And he did not get him.
Just got back just in time.
Jackson Curry was already in the dugout. He thought it was for sure. And we're here in the Ripley section, obviously, and they're not feeling it.
Ripley section not feeling it. I don't think Castro is either, but the call stands and safe.
Good move right there by Good.
Good with the 1-2.
That misses up. And so Hoff now going to try and continue to look for his pitch, but has to continue as well anything close. 2-2 here.
Yeah. Good gets his sign to the set. And the pitch.
Missed with that one as well.
3-2 now.
Merry-go-round in action.
Yep, you'll expect everybody to take off here. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Wish you guys could see how the runner at third has to do this as well. It's always kind of a fun thing for people to see. You have to be out of the way of arm's danger. That's why they say down and foul, back and fair.
Yep, it's a hot corner for the third base runner and player.
Full count.
And the throw over, gets back.
Builds the anticipation here, CJ.
Yeah, thinking maybe he's just going on first move, given the count in the situation.
Yep. And what looked like it might have been a quick inning for Good is now really driven up that pitch count. And Hoff drives that one into center field. But the play is made. Nicely done right there by Eli Fallon, who's going to come up to bleed off the third, CJ. We got ourselves a baseball game here.
Yeah, we absolutely do. Good and Ripley, they're doing a great job avoiding disaster, leaving the bases loaded. So after 2, it is 0-0, neither team. Each team still searching for their first hit. We want to thank the GW Boosters for sponsoring this stream, and we will be right back with the top of the 3rd. And welcome back here as we begin the 3rd inning. Of course, this stream is brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, the George Washington Boosters. Ripley coming to bat here, Eli Fallon, the center fielder who ended the last inning with on a deep drive there to keep this thing scoreless.
Yeah, Fallon now got a little confidence after making the nice catch against the wall. Takes that one in for a strike to lead off the inning.
Yeah, I always like making that defensive play and then come in and be the grabbing the bat and going to the dish.
Yeah, hunting that fastball.
Dribbling
That's going to be a
back.
difficult play.
Nettles
Oh, what a play by
catching the
Nettles.
flip.
A lot of
And
PFP
out.
being displayed right there by the Patriots. Nettles with a bare-handed play as the lefty going toward the line. That's phenomenal, actually.
Yeah,
Well
that
done
is
by Ty Nettles.
Very well done. You love to see that out of a pitcher. Field the position, right?
That's insane. That's great athleticism right there by Nettles for a high school pitcher. That was well done.
Ball outside.
So Nettles unofficially, by my account, is at around 40 pitches. You never know what the plan might be this week for George Washington. They might let Nettles just continue to eat here today, or he might be on a little pitch count. You never know. Could be something to look into.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Coach Armstrong plays that through.
Get ready. Let's go.
All right, and the 1-1. Driven right back up, second base. Oh, a little kind of a funky
Got
hop
plenty
on
of time at
bobble.
second base, but they do not make the play. And I believe that's still going to be not, in my book, their CJ hit.
Nope, that is going to go down as...
So we're still searching for that first hit of the ball game,
Yeah,
but
going to go down E4. Took
another
kind of a
base runner.
funky hop there on Nelson, but that's definitely one you got to make
CJ,
right
now
there.
timeout. This is a turf. There are no such things as a funky hop. I will not accept that. He just didn't stay down on the baseball right there.
No, I always like to come to the defense of a
Now
defender.
you come to a grass field, some of the yards out there in the single A and double A ranks, and might give you a bad hop.
Yeah, you're a tougher scorer than I am. That's okay.
The man upstairs agreed with me as well. So
Yes, he did.
and so Jackson Curry is going to stand in now. He took that first pitch for a ball.
Yeah, hit into a double play his last time up after Castro had led off the first with a walk, so definitely looking to different result here.
Yeah, he has some aggressive approach at the plate, hitter. The ball wasn't hit softly that Hoff made the play on. So Curry definitely ready to get the Vikings
on the board
here. Nettles continuing to watch. Both pitchers very conscious of the run game right now so far.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that you've seen. We know George Washington likes to push the pace in them. And you kind of get the vibe maybe that's something Ripley would like to do. Obviously, GW has been apropos to it as he took off there. Ball sliced and out of play. So I take the count to 1-1. Good rip there, just a little tardy on the fastball there.
Yeah, it was away from him too though. He kind of tried to hit the pitch where it was there, so not a bad approach there from Jackson Curry.
Here we go, and the 1-1.
Takes that one.
Down low, 2-1 now the count here.
Yeah, a little change piece there being thrown by Nettles, and Jackson Curry able to spit on it, and you see him there talking to the team there, telling them, hey, lay off that changeup.
Comes back with a very nice fastball right there to even the count at 2.
Curry was trying to drive that one and just pulled off just a touch.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he goes that curveball he's had a lot of success with, or if he
you're thinking here, if you're Curry,
hot red
seeing
again.
the big part of the field here, going to right field with it.
Throw over, but nothing going on as Castro gets back safely.
High school game now doesn't have to worry about the disengagements like the pros do, but
now you can throw over as many times as
you want.
If you like the disengagement rule.
I think it's interesting, that's for sure. Baseball's changing, and great jump right there.
Beautiful jump by Castro and in easily on a ball in the dirt.
A great pitch to run on. And you know what, all in all there, Curry works him, sees some more pitches. Unfortunately, doesn't get on, but
now you got a guy in scoring position.
Yep.
Cade Good up to hit, so pitcher here with an opportunity to help himself out here.
Fouls that one away.
Bounce down the third base line.
You know, I think CJ early on in the season, the pitching is always ahead of the hitting. It's colder as we get that bluster. We get that nice bluster wind. Okay, it's calm again here.
Pitch
Bounces that one in as well. But the pitching is what we're saying there. The pitching is ahead of the hitting a little early on in the season. Cold weather, it's tougher for hitters, and you haven't seen live pitching for all year. You're seeing it in the gym. You're not out on the fields yet. Take some time.
Yeah, and then too, sometimes you get a lot of these schools, throw back.
Almost floated that one into center field. Nice job though by Joel Nelson to make an athletic play, get on the other side of the bag.
Yeah,
maybe a little fake action there.
Yeah, save 90 feet. And I think sometimes too with baseball too is you got these kids are multi-sport. Some of them just finishing up basketball if they were playing in state tournaments or so they haven't quite gotten the full practices yet. Ball 2
misses that one as well.
So I think there is some to that. I know there's a couple of teams that have had to endure that. So, and then like you said, it's cold. Nobody, get jammed. Those bats like to vibrate and sting a little.
Yeah, but I mean, the season is so short. So I mean, you're going to have cold days even into April. You know, in the state of West Virginia, it's going to happen. So
And that's ball 3, so the count will go to 3-1.
Good's definitely looking for his pitch here, 3-1. You imagine he's hunting fastball, trying to take it through the big part of the field here. Get on the board here for the Vikings.
Yep, Good with an opportunity here to really help himself as he's the pitcher here for the Vikings today. He had an opportunity to drive in a run and put his team up 1-0.
The balk.
Oh, and they called the balk, so that'll move the runner up to third base.
Now, no, exactly. The correct call made there by home plate umpire Alex Ryan. I actually know him personally. Good guy. And a good umpire made the correct call there with the balk. So now 3-1. The runner did move up to third. Now, not a big backstop here up at Floyd Wilcox.
And strike 2. So that'll even the count there at 3-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Good here with an opportunity to put Ripley up 1-0 in a game that's been, I won't say pitcher dominant because the guys haven't exactly had great command, but there is ball 4 and another walk.
Just been tough grind in battles by both hitters and pitchers to get out of innings and timely defense, and just so far to this point, the big hit has not gotten deposited by either team, but still an opportunity for Ripley in this half.
Yeah, absolutely. And that will bring up Brady McVeigh, the left fielder here.
You know, the cleanup hitter here, McVeigh, going to be sitting fastball, you'd say.
Yeah, I definitely think you would be here.
Going to get that one to Hoff.
Hoff with the field and the throw across.
And he got him.
Got him.
So once again, the pitchers run through the raindrops here, CJ, and we'll go to the bottom of the third. Still goose eggs up on that scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. Great pitch there to get out of that inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the third, still tied at 0, and we will be right back. And welcome back to George Washington here as we enter the bottom of the third inning. Still 0-0. Digging in, Eli Smith, the DH.
3-hole hitter here for the Patriots.
And he'll take ball 1 to start the at-bat. And we want to take this quick moment, shout out to the GW Boosters for sponsoring this stream and bringing baseball to you. Eli with a healthy hack there will bring the count to 1-1. Good looks in. Here we go. The 1-1, the kick, and the pitch.
Smitty takes that one.
All high to 2-1. Yeah, it's amazing. We've
Good
had a
one
bunch
of that
of base,
pitch for sure.
Yeah, we've had a bunch of base runners tonight, but no hits still on the board for either side. A lot of walks, hit by pitch.
That one hit him on the wrist, but was in the process of potentially swinging though.
But it looks like I think they're calling that he held up.
Gonna go talk with him. I mean, he did offer, I believe, at that, but it did hit the handle, and they're gonna give it to him.
Yeah, they're gonna say that he was able to check the swing.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. If he did check it, then obviously he's awarded first base, and so they say Eli Smith did.
Yeah,
another base runner.
Saw that happen last night. Kid from Capital went in. He actually ended up offering at it and took it on the hand too. So it looks like
we got a little conversation. Maybe we can hear it a little bit potentially.
Chancaster just coming out to kind of get an explanation on the call. He seemed to be satisfied with the explanation given by the home plate umpire, and we will play on.
Yep, they were definitely gonna keep playing eventually anyway. See. So.
Well, I was just whether or not we were going to Bobby Cox moment or not.
You hope not, because that's 3 games. That's an expensive.
Yeah, it's an expensive
penalty.
Decision.
Really.
Are you a fan of that, by the way, as a manager? Getting 3 games for getting chucked?
Interesting, because I think you could equivalent maybe to a technical foul. But, we don't ever want to get ejected. So. And now they kind of do what they say restricted. That ball is
absolutely
hammered, but
I
foul.
think it's going to hook, just foul.
Yep, Dixon was definitely ready for that, but just a little ahead of it. Got to keep the hands back, let it get just a little bit deeper, CJ, and that's going to be a 2-run bomb right there.
Yeah, he was definitely all over that pitch, just got out a little in front of it.
Second pitch Dixon has seen today. He popped up the first time, wearing that 24. He's ready to absolutely beat on a baseball. And he hits it off the tip, works as a bunt with the runner in motion already, and so does a job. Probably not what he wanted, though, but now it's going to be Eli Dawson to stand in.
Yeah, I mean, you move the runner up and he was in motion anyway. I'm not so sure that as weakly as that ball was kind of tipped off there if you're going to get 2, but you get the runner into scoring position with only 1 out here, bringing up Eli Dawson. An opportunity here to put the Patriots on the board.
Good. Looking back in the pitch. And that one's going to hit off the glove of McCoy, but such a short backstop here up at Floyd Wilcox Field up on the hill here. Unable to move up, and probably a smart decision, really, by Eli Smith.
Yeah, it is a really short backstop. We kind of saw that come into play a couple of times last night for the Patriots. It's a little bit of a give and take. You kind of like it from a catcher standpoint, but then it also hurts you some too. That ball sliced down the right field line.
But playable.
Make the catch. Runner will stay at second base.
Got it in very quickly there to the right fielder, Kyler Dawson. You know, sometimes getting it in quickly is just as important as making the strongest throw. Now, you want it to be accurate. That one wasn't, but he did get in quick, so because of that, no one's able to advance.
Yeah, definitely teach the outfielders, get the ball in quick, make sure to hold runners where they are. And especially in a game like this where runs are
at a premium.
Yeah, runs are going to seem to be at a premium. Big-time plays there. He's digging in now. Jeff Nelson, the second baseman, his second at-bat as he takes ball 1. Had a pop foul caught by the first baseman back in the second. Takes ball 2 there.
This is going to be the 50th offering of the game here from Good. And it won my unofficial count here, CJ. Interesting pitch, for sure. Always decisions can be made after this one.
And ball 3. There's now a 3-0 count to Jeff Nelson, the second baseman, who's digging in here. Eli Smith, the runner on second.
Good's continue to battle. And he's going to have another walk. Well, here's the reality now. Even though he's walked, another hitter here, if he has gone over the unofficial count of 50, CJ, he's going to at least go past the 75, right? Because you can come back on 2 days from that. Now you can't go back in 1 day. So
yeah,
he's going to at least throw another 20 pitches at this point in time.
Yep.
Try and get out of this inning.
Yep. And stepping in now will be the right fielder, Abe Fenwick.
Still yet to allow a hit, though. Good stuff's been pretty good, and he absolutely gets ripped on that one, but right at the center fielder, and the play is made. Nicely done by Eli Fallon, who ended last inning, and he ends it again this time, and we're going to go to the 4th scoreless, CJ.
Yeah, still absolutely scoreless on a ball that was scorched, but Ripley still continues to keep this thing at 0-0 as they come to bat here to start the 4th inning, and we will be right back. And welcome back to the Hill here. George Washington and Ripley in a 0-0 game here as we go to the top of the 4th inning. And of course, this game is brought to you by our sponsors, the George Washington Boosters. Stepping in for the Vikings of Ripley, the first baseman, Parker Kelly, here to get the 4th inning started. And Blaine, it's kind of weird. No-nos on both sides here.
Both guys have almost had kind of identical mirrored outings, really, CJ. Both around that slightly above 50 pitches, still not allowed a hit. Both have walked some guys, but ran through the raindrops.
There's a good pitch there to even the count at 1-1. Yeah, you know, command hasn't been, I think, what either guy would like, but they've been able to kind of work it to their favor as that pitch misses high and outside. Take the count to 2-1. Sometimes being a little bit erratic can actually work in your favor at times, and it's seemed to today.
Yeah, both teams kind of here are really just trying to be patient, trying to find that initial run. Who's going to blink first right now? It seems to be this kind of baseball game. Misses low with that too.
3.
So Nettles definitely has kind of found the swing and miss stuff a little more here, but also has been propensity to have a walk as well. Here we go with full count, and that one's fouled away. Parker Keller trying to battle here.
Yeah, Keller going to definitely battle here.
7th pitch in the at-bat coming. Continuing to work both these teams working these pitchers.
Yeah, both teams have had a very good approach at the plate, working, just trying to find their pitch.
That one's hit sharply at the shortstop. Hoff, nice play. He's going to gut him out. Well done. Well done by Bryson Hoff. That kid's a college shortstop.
Yeah, and he's got an arm, obviously. He's going to go play in Morgantown.
Next up for Ripley, DH Landon Meadows.
He just makes it look so effortless out there. It's just the arm and the range. Definitely going to be a good one.
Picked it off the turf there. Done that probably close to 1 million times here in his 4 years. In practice and games and the like. Landon Meadows swings at that pitch.
And Landon Meadows, the DH, this is his second at bat, walked in the 2nd inning.
Trying to get a man on the pads here. Neither team's had a clean inning to this point in time. And so that'd be a nice change of pace for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know,
maybe these pitchers settled in a little bit too. You never know, maybe.
Yeah, maybe getting to settle in.
That one's grounded at the third baseman. Nice play by John Fallon. So now you got Kyler Doss coming in. He's going to try and extend this inning. Get a little 2-out lightning for the Ripley Vikings.
Yeah, and if you're Ty Nettles, this is exactly what you wanted. An opportunity here for a quick, clean inning.
Right fielder Kyler Doss.
And that'll bring up Kyler Doss. He is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout swinging back in the 2nd. So
Doss last time struggled with the curveball. See if he gets a heavy dose of it this time.
All right, we'll open with the fastball there, outside, ball 1.
If I'm Doss here, I'm hunting fastball, CJ, because of what happened last time with the breaking stuff. Definitely looking for fastball.
Yeah. Ooh, just misses there, so 2-0.
B at the knee, not quite. Alex Ryan, on umpire says just a little below the zone.
The kick and the 2-0. Swing and a miss there for strike 1. Good healthy hack there from Kyler Dawes.
Yeah. Dawes was looking for his pitch there 2-0. He got it, just couldn't get around on it.
And there is strike 2,
Good
so that'll
pitch
even
right
the
there.
count there at 2-2.
That's a pitcher's pitch right there. Nettles got the call and a nice pitch there.
All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and here's the pitch. And fouled off.
Dawes trying to battle. You see the Vikings this inning battling with 2 strikes, seen another pitch, continuing to grind out at-bats, hopefully get on the pads here. Both teams searching for that first hit here in the 4th.
Yeah. And you know guys are looking up at that scoreboard, seeing that 0 and trying to change that number. And strike
Great
3.
pitch there in the first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game, CJ. Nettles maybe starting to lock in a little bit now.
Yeah, you're seeing him maybe lock in. Let's see what that does here for George Washington as we first have our first clean inning on either side of things. So through 4.5, we are still tied 0-0. George Washington coming up to bat here in the bottom of the fourth, and when they do, we will be back. And welcome back. It is still nothing. That's never gonna be you, dude. Here is Cole Ellis, the left fielder.
1-1 count on Ellis here. Takes out for a strike over the outside half there. Nice pitch by Good. Ellis last time got hit in the head. Continued to fire up and got a steal. So now he'll try and get on the pads here again for the second time in the game. 1-2 the count though.
That ball is low. That'll even the count at 2 here. See if George Washington bats can come alive after getting that the 1-2-3 there to at the top of the fourth here. Maybe get a little bit of offense going. Completely different than what we saw out of them last night, as that ball is high and will take the count full to 3-2. Runs were not something they struggled to get against Capital last night, but has seemed to be a little bit of a struggle tonight for them. And there's the pitch. Strike 3 looking. So Cole Ellis down on strikes backwards. K for the first out of the inning. And I think both pitchers now maybe starting to settle in here a little.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Not good.
Yeah, it is. John Fowler, the third baseman, will now step in here with 1 out.
It's cold. They're getting in a rhythm a little bit now.
And strike 1.
Battle last time walked. Had that little rally for the Patriots in the second, but they come away without any runs. That was going to be low as well.
Yeah, I think right now if you're Coach Anderson and the Patriots, you're looking back at that second inning as one that really got away from you to be able to put up some runs here.
That was going to be chopped to the third baseman, and a nice play made right there.
Nice pick.
Jackson Curry making it look like Nolan Arenado over there at third base. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, that was a very, very nice pick on a...
I mean, that's a hard play. That's an extremely good... We've seen some great defense in this game so far.
Yeah, we have. We've seen timely pitching, great defense here now as Kelly digs in here for his third at bat. Takes strike 1. Fly out to...
Fly out to left fielder and a fielder's choice there. So he's hit the ball both times. There's our first base hit of the game, CJ.
There it is, as he smokes it right back up the middle.
Back up through the box. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. That's where they tell you to hit it,
Yeah, absolutely. Great job staying back, drive the ball right back up the middle.
See Chuck Kelly over there getting a little congratulations from Coach Massey. One of those guys in the sport who's been around a long time. Coached me actually back in the day, so he's definitely one of the lifers in this game.
Pitch low, and Kelly was taken off the entire way, so gets a steal of second.
Nicely done right there by Chuck Kelly. Read that one and took off.
Yeah, and that's exactly why they have him at the top of the lineup with his speed. He's able to kind of change the game on the base pass. You know, you talked about, G-Dub, but they're very veteran coaching staff here that worked hard to, kind of set the culture they want. And it's definitely paying off as Hoff drives one out.
See you, baseball.
That ball is gone. Bryson Hoff with a 2-run bomb out to left field and over the, I called it the mini green monster to Mike Sussman last night. And that'll put George Washington up 2-0 here in the bottom of the fourth.
Maroon monster, CJ.
Yeah, maroon monster. There we go.
What kind of celly we got here. The boys giving them some love. And Good here is working and running through raindrops and gave up his first hit. And then Bryson Hoff got a pitch he could drive and he hit.
And he absolutely drove it. That ball ripped down the third baseline. And unfortunately, Keller unable to come up with it. That ball was rocketed down the line.
Nice effort. Nice effort by the third baseman, Jackson Curry. I mean, he made a great play earlier this inning. That would have been a sensational play as well.
Yeah, that's a tough play. I mean, just to knock it down, probably keep that just to a single is a heck of a play.
So 3 straight hits for the Patriots, 2 runs, a little 2-out lightning. They pushed Good's pitch count up significantly here. And now you've got an opportunity to continue to pile on these runs. As you imagine, Corbin Dixon's going to sit right on a fastball like he has the first couple times, and if he gets it, who knows what might happen.
Yeah, and this is exactly what the Patriots, the lineup, I think the fear that that they can instill is there's not really an easy at-bat anywhere in their lineup. And they can strike quick. And I think that's definitely something that, moving forward, it just shows the power and the athleticism in their lineup that they could take a nothing game that was you're pitching well in, and then 2 pitches later, now you're staring at a 2-0 deficit.
Good pitch by Good there. Getting that strike, getting back and even in the count here. Fouls that one away.
Yeah, definitely here. Good, try and kind of get settled back down. Get it out, get back to the dugout here without giving up anything else.
Get back to that back, CJ here, down 2-0. You don't necessarily feel good, but you feel a little bit. You're going to feel a lot better than if it continues to bleed on you. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Minimize the damage. That's what you got to try and do here now.
Ball
if
outside.
You're good.
Yep, ball outside there, so that'll even the count at 2-2 here to Corbin Dixon. So
got to be approaching 75 here soon, CJ. Imagine. So that's another kind of key mark that you got to look at in a game, depending on if they want to use them later in the week.
Ball up.
Misses that one too.
All right, so that'll bring the count full, 3-2, 2 out. So expect Eli Smith at first to probably be taking off here on the pitch. And that is something you bring up, the pitch count in high school baseball. It is something you have to pay attention to.
Okay, good here. Getting the full count off. Going to throw it. Tried to pick off Eli Smith. Unsuccessful. Full count here.
Yep, Good looking in for the sign. Gets it, sets. Another pickoff attempt there at first, but Eli Smith able to get back in.
Yep, Dixon. Full count. Going to be seeing Eli Smith take off. That's why they're so concerned with him in the run game right now.
Yep, comes
Dixon
set.
Looking for his pitch here, and he's going to take it for a ride.
Yep. And another throw over, so that's 3 straight. Definitely know that Eli Smith is going to be going off here on the pitch.
No disengagement rule here in high school baseball in West Virginia, like we said earlier, CJ.
And the payoff.
He actually delayed a little bit on the run and gets through the hole. 4 straight hit for the Patriots here in the 4th.
And that will bring up Eli Dawson, the center fielder here, with 2 on.
Next up, the Patriots center fielder, Eli Dawson.
So Dawson last time flew out to right field. He also flew out to center field so far, CJ. So 0 for 2. Patriots with 4 straight hits, a 2-run homer, 3 singles.
Yep, definitely been the inning that the offense has come alive for them on here. And Eli Dawson looking to extend that inning here and potentially drive in another run here. And that is a ball outside. I always kind of like the umpires that would tell me as a pitcher where it was. Way I didn't have to stand out there and guess. And misses again.
Good communication there. And also it's good for the coaches too, so they know, they can hear, hey, that's it. Okay, that's away. All right, so I know where he's missing.
Good, desperately trying to get out of this inning. And 3-0, that will not help.
Yeah, good, starting to labor a little bit now here.
Yeah, I feel like the home run kind of really just shook him a little and struggled to kind of find it again.
He had 2 outs, and he's like we said, giving up the 4 straight hits now.
And that's ball 4.
You got to be thinking Shane Castro is kind of starting to think a little bit about making a move here.
Yeah, you gotta think it's got to be going through his mind right now.
Bases are loaded here with 2 outs. Opportunity to bust this thing wide open here for GW. With Joe Nelson coming in, walked and popped out in his first at-bat.
Yep, here with an opportunity with the bases loaded. Now, the last time the Patriots had the bases loaded, it was in the 2nd, and Good was able to tightrope out of that without giving anything up. Let's see if he can do it again.
He's going to need to here to keep this game tight.
Ball outside.
Good at this point. It's his game here. He's probably going to go the full allotment of pitches or whatever. The Patriots might be able to knock him out here potentially soon.
Yeah, but for right now, it is his game.
Got him in.
There is a strike. Now, looking down the third base line here, it does look like Ripley's got somebody up trying to get loose. So
they are indeed getting some folks loose down there now. So we're told Landon Meadows down there in the pen for the Vikings, designated hitter. Now that's an interesting decision too, because that probably in all essence kills the DH. So that's something to look into as well. Gonna miss with that shot. So Joe Nelson getting into a hitter's count here, 2-1.
Yep.
This is an absolutely crucial at-bat in this baseball game.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're the Vikings, you've got to limit the damage right here. And the 2-1 misses high, 3-1. And now if you're Joe Nelson, I mean, you basically can sit fastball exactly where you in your zone and just sit back on it, because that's probably what you're going to see here.
This is your pitch, because if it isn't a strike, then you're in good shape. If it's not where you want, okay, you live to see another pitch.
Oh, strike up at the top of the zone, definitely.
Yep, it's a good pitch. It's a good pitch right there by Good. And this one is the pitch of the baseball game right here, CJ, I'd imagine.
Yep, 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded, so the merry-go-round will start
Good.
on the pitch as well. Good looking in, getting the sign.
2-out situation here.
And he throws
Pick
over.
Off throw. keeping him honest. You hear him say, making sure he goes.
Yeah, because definitely merry-go-round will be off here. Full count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. This has been a big inning so far for G-Dub. 4 hits and 2 runs. Looking to add to that. Here's the payoff. Strike 3 looking right there, and Good is able to tightrope out with the bases loaded there and limit the damage. So 4 hits and 2 runs on the inning. So after 4, the Patriots 2, the Vikings nothing, and we will return. And welcome back here to the Hill. George Washington up 2-0 after a big 4th inning here. And of course, this stream is brought to you by our sponsors, the George Washington Boosters.
So now it's going to be Gatlin Donahoe standing in the box here. Down 2-0. Got to get on the pads here for the Ripley Vikings.
Yep, takes ball 1 outside. Yeah, this is a big inning here for Ripley. You gave up 2 in the last inning. Now to see if you can answer and at least get one of those back.
So that one too. So you see Donahoe being patient here, trying to look for that pitch. Got to box it up here.
Yep, Ty Nettles, a guy who looks like he's really settled in here. Blows the fastball right by him. 2-1 count.
Nettles' fastball kind of jumping on these guys a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of
deceptive with it too from the left-hand side. You don't see a lot of lefties. Got some good movement too.
Yeah, got some late life on that fastball. Kind of just pops at you. And they've been a little off with it today. And then of course, his breaking ball has really fooled him all day.
3-1 here. That ball is hit, stroked into the 5.5 hole there, and it actually caroms away from the left fielder. And there you go, Kyler Doss, single in air. He's going to be in scoring position, and just like that, the Vikings are in business here in the 5th.
Yep, good hit right there. It's exactly kind of what you needed.
So Eli Phelan will come in now, and you wonder here for Shane Casto, you're down 2-0. Do you play potentially a little small ball, or are you playing for that big inning here, get that crooked number? Foul lefty, probably good speed, might be able to lay down a bunt and see if, and he does.
Yep, pulls it back, ball 1. Yeah, I think right here, if you're Ripley, maybe, little bit of not complete station to station, might be trying to bunt for a hit, but definitely get that guy over.
Yep, you definitely want to move that guy got a third. You never know. Then sack fly and can get you that run there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scratch home next couple innings. Fallon gets the bunt, does
get
it
down.
Nicely
Beautifully done. Great play by Jackson to get the runner there at first, but it moves the runner up.
Good play as well by Chuck Kelly right there. Yeah, that was well executed, crisp baseball on both sides, Ripley and for George Washington. Good play by Chuck Kelly.
Yeah, you see.
Does a job, though. Eli Fallon does, and hopefully everyone's obviously picking him up back there in the dugout. And now you've got turn it over the top of the line for Bryson Casto to get a crack with a man on third base to do the job.
And only one out, and that ball gets away, but because of the short backstop, it will keep the runner at third.
Yeah, that's definitely an advantage. Played a game earlier this week as well, CJ, down at a new opponent in the West Virginia ranks, Mercer Christian, and old softball field. And, you know, shorter backstop, it does affect the run game a lot, especially with your runner on third base, compared to some of these places where it's a mile back there. That's stroked into right center field.
That's going to split into the gap there, and that'll plate one. Hustling in Castro for a double.
The third time Casto and these boys are now seeing
Ty Nettles here, yeah.
Ty Nettles, and so they've kind of figured him out potentially here a little bit. And that's a big hit there for Ripley to get a run across. Feel good about yourself. You're back in the baseball game, you know.
Yeah,
especially considering the opportunity GW was not able to take advantage of with bases loaded after the two-run homer to get nothing home. And now Ripley got to be feeling good. You know, they got a runner in scoring position with one out, and they got the meat of the order coming up. Yeah, and that's twice. You know, Ripley is tight-roped out of a bases-loaded situation. Did it in the second. You do it again there in the fourth. You got to think maybe one hit here or there, you know, for George Washington, and it's a much different ball game. Little meeting there on the mound, probably just trying to settle Ty down. Meeting on the mound. It's one of the best additions to the porch. Always fun. Major League Baseball started back up today, CJ.
Yes, it did.
Over in Korea, 6 a.m., woke up.
Yeah, I was not up.
Saw Chan-Ho Park throw out the first pitch.
Yeah,
Dodgers didn't really bust it open until a ball went through Jake Cronenworth's glove in the 8th inning, 2-1. Good baseball with some coffee in the morning. We'll be at it again tomorrow, and that's missed for a ball low. Jackson Curry, so far in the game, 0 for 2, struck out in the third and grounded into that double play. And Bryce Hoffman made a real nice play in the first inning.
Yep, opportunity here to drive in another run here potentially and tie this thing up.
Back up. This is low. So 2-0 offering coming here now, Curry. And they're gonna put him on.
Intentional walk.
Interesting situation there. You think about it, you do set up the double play everywhere. They obviously respect Jackson Curry. Hit the ball hard once, and they think they're going to take a chance with Kate Good and maybe hitting the ball on the ground and turn two everywhere in the infield.
Yeah, it's one of those. I think, you know, you're going to be cautious with him. If he doesn't chase, then you just put him on. That ball inside.
So Nettles is...
So now I got to ask you, because I know you're kind of an old school baseball guy, or can be. Are you okay with the just intentional pass, don't actually have to throw the pitches?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Fine with that. I think, especially in the high school game, speeds it up. All for it.
That
That's going to be Hoff right the middle. 6-4 and 3. Nice pick over there by Chuck Kelly at first. And pitcher's best friend, just what they ordered, you know.
Absolutely. Double play ball to get you out of the inning. So great play there by George
Washington.
Washington.
Baseball game, though, now.
Yeah, absolutely.
The scoreboard just decided to absolutely freak out on this episode.
Yep, so after the top there of the fifth, we have 2-1 Patriots over the Vikings, and we shall return. Welcome back to the Hill here at George Washington. As you can see, the scoreboard having a little bit of some technical difficulties at the moment. They are working to get those fixed, so when they do, we will get ours back
it's all
as
good.
well.
You just keep book, CJ. You know, it's 1-0. I mean, we were at a game the other night where they didn't have the count. At least we got it up there. So we don't have it out there for you. We'll continue to alert you of the count.
Yes, absolutely.
Old school radio style. 2-0 here on Fenwick. Lefty standing in. Looking for a pitch to drive. And he went out in front on that one.
And so 2-1, and of course it is a 2-1 lead here for the Patriots over the visiting Vikings here in the bottom of the fifth. Fenwick drowns it into the hole. Diving play, unfortunately not quite able to come up with it, just under the glove. So Fenwick on board with a seeing eye single. Well, a little more than a seeing eye single.
Give him a little credit there, CJ. That ball was hit decently hard. Donahoe made a nice play, and so we're gonna have a courtesy runner in here for the Patriots. Don't have that. Didn't see the number. Can't see the number on the back of the jersey right now, so we'll wait. But definitely a courtesy runner in the game. So once we get it, we will definitely tell you who it is. It's
as Cole Ellis digs in here and a throw over.
I believe, is it number 1? Or is it number 22?
It is number 22.
Okay, Savon Brown.
Savon Brown in
a basketball player as well.
Ellis showing bunt here. Throw over as he gets back in.
Cole Ellis in here now. They got 2-1. That's the count. I'm not 100% sure that's correct, actually. I think it's still 0-0. I don't think there's been a pitch yet to Ellis. Takes that.
There's a ball.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly right.
That's right. 1-0 count there.
Threw over a couple times. They kind of feared Brown's speed. Ellis is showing bunt again. Small ball, good baseball there.
It's down.
I'm going to say he did get it down. Good communication there. Calling for the inside there by McCoy. Nicely done. And
it looked like that thing might have a chance to skip foul, but Ripley plays it quick, get the out there, and the runner does move up.
Ellis does the job. Well done there by him. And now you got John Fallon standing in with the runner in scoring position. Getting ready to turn it over to the top of the lineup again here for the Patriots.
Yeah, it's been kind of their big thing here. Now Fallon with an opportunity here, and you got to think, definitely a single here, scores Brown with his speed standing out there at second base.
Fallon pops that first one away.
That is going to get out of play. So 0-1 the count there to the third baseman, John Fallon.
If Good's going to be getting close to the end of his rope here soon, you'd imagine. He's battled all night for Ripley. Giving him an opportunity in this baseball game.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to love the way he has battled, even when, he's had some innings where he struggled, but he continued to stay in there and fight as that ball is fouled down the third base line. 0-2 the count here.
So Fallon out down 0-2 here. Going to have to protect. Anything close, going to have to be willing to poke it in there to his dugout if it's on the outside corner.
Pitch.
And he hits that ball into the hole.
Nice.
Great play right there.
Throw over.
They're going to say he got him.
No, he's safe if he dropped it. Brown tries to go, but now Brown is out trying to get to third. Maybe a little over-aggressive there by Brown, but
that's a tough call right there. It's not the third out at third. So that's a situation where you can somewhat forgive it because you're trying to get to third base for a sacrifice fly there. Had to take a perfect throw, and it was a great tag by Curry.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Be a little aggressive there. You're just trying to kind of push it, and that is what it is. It looks like we are probably going to get a pitching change here, I would imagine.
What a play, though, right there by the shortstop for Ripley, Bryson Castow.
Yeah, great dive to get to your feet, make a strong throw. little bit of a skip in there that, the first baseman couldn't quite handle, but great awareness by the first baseman, though, to realize that it was still close to get to it and then make a great throw to third to gun down a speedy Brown trying to advance on the miscue.
And, you'd say just, Brown kind of maybe a little bit delayed in that reaction right there, right?
Yeah.
And kind of, I think, like you said, maybe a little aggressive too, CJ.
Yeah, maybe a little aggressive, but, that's kind of the way, the Patriots want to play, especially on the base passes, to be aggressive. We saw an attempted steal at home last night that, didn't quite work, but they want to be extremely aggressive on the base pass.
Push the envelope a little bit. They throw the back pick there. Not able to get him at first there. Follow back without much problem.
Yep. We're going to bring up Chuck Kelly here.
Yeah, got the first hit of the game for the Patriots and scored that run on the Hoff homer. 1 for 3 in the ball game.
Yeah, and Good still out there, so it was just kind of a meeting, just maybe settle him down a little.
Going to get back to the bag. There's been a lot of close ones over there at first base, but still yet to pick a man off there for the Patriots. That's good. He's got a good move.
Yeah, he does. He's got a really good move for a right-handed guy to first base. It's quick.
Ball takes off.
Throw down. And he's going to be safe. Throw taking the short step back more towards the second base side there and a little short hop in. And
it's a good jump right there.
Fala able to slide in.
Good jump by Fala. And despite that, the good has done good, CJ, in terms of controlling the running game. And yet the Patriots have still been able to get a few stolen bases here today.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done a good job of, on their secondary leads and then committing when they think he is going home. And so far it's worked out into their favor.
They've done a good job reading balls off the dirt, or the turf, as we like to say. And you got a 2-1 count here. You got Chuck Kelly up with the runner now in scoring position. The score bug's a little bit behind there, but you can see it. You see him out there dancing around at second base. Kelly ropes the second. And nice play done. Nice play by Gallon Donahoe. Nicely done. That's the type of play that can win you a baseball game right there for
Yep,
Ripley.
Absolutely it is. Get down, get in front of it. So, after 5, it is still 2-1 Patriots over the Vikings, and we will return momentarily. And welcome back here to South Hills in the George Washington Patriots versus the Ripley Vikings. And, of course, this stream being brought to you by our sponsors, the George Washington Boosters.
So we now have Abe Fenwick on the mound here. Big lefty. Powers that one in.
Yep.
Different challenge now. A little less finesse than Ty Nettles.
Yeah, with Brady McVeigh, the left fielder, stepping in here. Now a 1-1 count And Fenwick is a young man who can absolutely bring an absolute cannon for an arm, and it's effortless. When you watch him throw from the outfield, just absolute effortless just to fling it in. Obviously, quarterback too, that tends to help with the cannon there.
Misses that one away, up and in, though. Or excuse me, up and away. Up and in would have been scary.
Yep, so now a 3-1 count here to Brady McVeigh.
The score bug back is officially good. I think they got the board up and running up here with Floyd Wilcox. And so now we got a full count to the leadoff man. Yep. That leadoff hitter is the cleanup hitter, Brady McVeigh, left fielder, 0 for 2. But definitely looking to try to tie this thing up here.
Absolutely. Payoff, strike 3 looking.
Left the bat on his shoulder. Not definitely what he was looking for there. Froze him up, and Fenwick gets his first strikeout of the game.
Yep, great pitch there. As we are in the top of the 6th, and it does look like we did get the scoreboard there correct there. It is a 2-1 Patriots lead.
So now it's Parker Keller, 0 for 2 in the game. Took that first one away for a strike, or for a ball, excuse me.
There's
that one in for a strike.
Pours that one in, so now the count at 1-1. Parker Keller, like I said, 0 for 2 with a ground out in the 4th and a strikeout in the 2nd.
Fouls that one away. So now down in the count 1-2. Fenwick. Does he absolutely blow it by him here, try to, or does he try and go off speed maybe because he's thinking and hunting for the fastball because he knows he's got it a little bit behind it.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see off speed here.
Yep, that's what we end up getting there.
Even a count there at 2.
So now that he showed you that, now you got to be thinking here if you're Parker Keller, hey, I'm gonna hit fastball. This is low. So now another full count here, back-to-back full count offerings. G-Dub's plan was maybe only throw Fenwick 30 today to try and close. Potentially Ripley's trying to make that a little bit more of a problematic situation.
Yeah, absolutely here. Definitely got to try and battle here. Yeah, if you're Ripley, get somebody on the base pass here and see if you can create a little havoc out there.
This is already the 13th pitch here for Fenwick and just 2 hitters. Another foul away right there. And so you got to love this here if you're Ripley, Coach Shane Casto and this Viking staff, that they're making Fenwick work here.
Yeah, they really are. I'm going to give Parker Keller here a ton of credit, just battling in this at bat.
9th pitch of the at bat is pounded into the ground, and Hoff's going to come up firing, and he makes the play. So 2 away now. But they absolutely do make Fenwick work to get that out. So now it'll be Landon Meadows to stand in. 0 for 1, walked in the 2nd, grounded out to the 3rd baseman in the 4th.
Yep, big at bat here for Ripley to try and extend this inning. Ball in the dirt and blocked.
Nicely done right there by the backstop Corbin Dixon.
Little 58-footer there.
Yep. Landon Meadows was able to spit on it with ease. That one's poured in for a strike. Now he saw it. Meadows was hoping to get those hands extended. That would definitely on the inner half.
Ball down as it skips in. Be a 2-1 count here.
Starting to get a little bit chillier here as the sun starting to creep.
Yeah, as the sun kind of disappears behind the houses in the mountains here.
Missed with that one up. So it's 3-1 now.
Fenwick definitely struggling here a little with the command in the inning. And there's a walk.
So a 2-out walk drawn from Landon Meadows, and now Kyler Doss will stand in, who has struck out both times. Heavy dose of the curveball there, but now Doss is going to get fastballs. You'd imagine from Fenwick, maybe this is his guy.
Yeah, you would imagine so. We'll see if Ripley can turn that 2-out walk into something. Usually those are, because that's a ball, usually those are things that you don't like to see, 2-out walks, because a lot of times they can come back to bite you.
Yep, absolutely. Casto having a word here. I think they're saying Fenwick might be not pausing long enough. That's kind of what Casto wants to talk about, but also a runner coming into the game here for the Vikings.
We have
number 16. And that's Cody Lawrence coming down to run it first. So
little pinch runner here, so you got to
tying run.
You got to think a little bit, maybe a little more speed there, and try and push the envelope maybe a little bit here.
Yeah, you're also down to 4 outs here in the ball game if you're Ripley. So you got to get aggressive, and especially try and get this runner in scoring position here. So I would imagine seeing him running potentially.
Yep.
They got him
over, and it got him.
Great move from Fenwick, and oh my, they did not.
Must have just beat it in. I'm going to be honest, kind of hard for where we could see.
Yep.
Second base umpire there right on it. That's a great move.
Yeah, the move was really good. He must have been able to sneak that hand back toward the back corner of the bag there.
Must have. I thought he had him. I really did.
There's been a couple tonight that have been really close over there at first base. Calvados able to take that one away, so now he's at 2-0 the count. You're seeing Fenwick struggle with control, even on the guys that he's gotten out.
Yep.
Bottom of the lineup here right now. Bottom third of the lineup, at least for Ripley. You're probably getting the take sign.
Yeah, and this is really the first at bat. Kyler Dawson's been able to get ahead in the count, so that changes it too. I think a little bit for you. 3-0 here, definitely probably a take sign.
Yeah, I would imagine.
1-run game coming down to the end here.
If you can see me here, I don't want to let you know my signs, but it's definitely a take. Doesn't matter. Everybody in the ballpark knows it.
Oh yeah.
Got to throw it. I don't really even care if somebody knows that the take sign's on, because the pitcher's got to throw a strike anyway.
Yeah, still got to execute.
He hasn't been able to this point, right? And he doesn't
There's
there either.
strike.
Oh, he does.
Nope, right at the top of the zone they gave it to him.
Just up at the letters. He is getting blustery out here.
Yeah, it's had the moments of that today. And there's ball 4 and a walk.
So back-to-back walks now with 2 outs, and Fenwick has invited some trouble into this ball game now. Lawrence, pinch runners into the game. You've had back-to-back walks. Pitching coach and managers are going to come out and do some talking, meeting on the mound for sure here. Gavin Donahoe, the 8-hitter coming up, you'd imagine that he's going to be told, hey, be patient, make him throw strikes. And Fenwick, hey, let's go. Put it in the zone here.
I think that conversation
trust
is
your defense here.
Trust your defense. Trust your stuff. Just throw strikes. No point in getting to nibble. Just trust your stuff. Trust the guys behind you here. And Gatlin Donahue, who his last at bat, single, got to second on an error, and then later scored. So this is for Ripley a very big moment here with 2 outs, with an opportunity here to potentially tie this thing up as you get into the very late stages of this game.
Absolutely. And here comes Gavin Donahoe up. Takes that one low for a ball. And, I'm going to be quite honest here, CJ. If I'm Casto, I'm continuing to give Donahoe the take sign right now.
Make him throw a strike before you.
Throw a strike before we give him one.
And another ball.
I think it's becoming more apparent right here.
Yeah, that was always kind of the philosophy when I played that I got from our managers especially early in the year, don't swing until he throws you a strike.
Yeah, and here we go, 2-0 count here.
And the pitch.
Fouled
it off, so it'll be 2-1 here.
I do think that was a hitter's pitch there. You get in a good spot. Look for a pitch you can drive, especially with 2 outs.
Yeah. I think he got one right there, just a little behind on it, and fouls it off.
So this is a big pitch here in the ball game. And Fenwick steps off.
Yeah, I think he wanted the signs again. I don't think he felt real comfortable with what he got put down there.
Yep, there's another ball. So now Fenwick is most certainly in a situation where he's kind of feeling for it right now. He doesn't really necessarily have a cold night, isn't filling up the zone.
Yeah, definitely struggled to kind of find the zone here.
Got to make him throw a strike here. The 3-1 pitch.
And ball 4. So that will load the bases.
And you got to wonder here if you're GW. I guess you're riding with him here, but what happens if you can't find the zone? You're getting close to 30. Do you bail on him here tonight and go with somebody else?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting decision. And I mean, you know, he gets 2 outs to start the inning, then you get the 2-out walk there by Meadows, and Doss works a walk. Now Donahue bringing up Eli Fallon, the 9-hole hitter, the center fielder, 0 for 1. You know, sacrifice bunt and a ground out to first there in the second inning.
He's got some wheels too. Takes that one for a ball low. And Fenwick's definitely over the 30 pitch mark now, so don't know if the Patriots had a game tomorrow or not. I'm not sure there's CJ, but he definitely won't be available.
And there is ball 2, and he is struggling mightily to find the zone or to find that one pitch that he at least feels comfortable with, because it kind of feels like they've all abandoned him right now.
Bear down and get tough here. Really got to need to find the strike.
Yeah. See if he can tightrope out of a bases loaded jam.
And he does right there. And that's a big pitch right there. You need that if you're Fenwick.
Yep.
You got to feel like, okay, hey, I'm going to fill it back up here. And he does.
And there it is. So now we're even at 2-2, and he's a pitch away from doing what Ripley's done a couple of times tonight, which is dance around the bases loaded with 2 outs.
Missed low with it. So big payoff pitch coming. The fact he was able to throw 2 consecutive strikes in a row, that bodes well for this pitch, because at least he knows he can repeat it, right? Even though that was a low for a ball, this is the big one right here.
Yep, 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded in a 1-run game. Merry-go-round starts on the pitch, and it is ball 4 and a walk run in to tie the game at 2.
All with 2 outs. All the runs today have been scored with 2 outs.
Yep,
Excuse me, not Ripley's first one, no, actually. But that's rough. That's rough right there, because Fenwick leaves. You walk 4 consecutive guys after getting the first 2 outs, and now you got to go to the bullpen here if you're the Patriots, and 1 hit from a guy who's coming in cold could doom you in this baseball game.
Yeah, and you pitched so well to this point, and then Fenwick struggles to get that 3rd out there in the top of the 6th, and that will bring on Connor Taeo as the new pitcher here for the Patriots. We talked about it when it happened. 2-out walks. They can absolutely kill you if you're not careful. And in this situation, it did, just because it seemed like from that point on, he really lost the zone. And when that happens, everything seems to kind of go with it.
And they continue to kind of hope and search for him to find it, because he's one of their guys, right? And just couldn't quite find it today. But now you're asking for somebody else to come in and do a job. And Teo, a guy here who's got an opportunity in a big spot to earn the trust and confidence of his teammates moving forward for the rest of the season. These games here are obviously they all count, right? But really, you're all just playing to get ready for the beginning of May.
Right.
When the games really matter, and you want to continue to build a team that knows how to win and win in big spots. And so, hey, 2-2, okay, you're gonna face something like this later on in the season. So, can he come in and get a big out here, and then you go back to the bat rack and put up a couple runs and go get 3 more outs and go home?
As I say, and as a manager, I think that's something you're looking for, especially this early on in the year, is who can I put in spots like this? The high leverage guys that you hear talked about in Major League Baseball, right? Who can I trust in these high leverage spots to come in and get me an out or get me a couple of outs? And sometimes you just
strikes.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't know, because that can change on a yearly basis, especially at the high school level as guys leave and that kind of thing. So definitely a big
roles a little bit too.
Yep. So definitely a big moment here for the Patriots.
Is going to be coming up here, and he doubled his last at bat, got the big RBI, walked in the first, hit the ball in the 3rd as well. So definitely a guy who's seeing it well tonight. Could be a big spot coming right here, CJ.
Yeah. Bryson Casher not only at the plate, but we've seen him make some really good plays in the infield as well. It's been a very good game for him.
Maybe a little crossed up there. And, high school baseball is kind of exploring, and it's been allowed that you can have the pitch comm systems. Now, not everyone has them yet, but that is a possibility. Heard some schools down in Summers County had one. We'll see them tomorrow night, so we'll see how that goes.
And there's a strike. And that's big right there to get ahead.
Yep.
To come in and throw that first pitch strike. What are your thoughts on pitch comm?
I mean, it's interesting, right? It's not the way the game's been played forever, but it's the way it's going now. And so it's the way the game's going now, right? I mean, it is efficient to some extent, although we seemingly see it always having communication issues. It's like you can have multiple ones of those if you're a high school program. So, you know, nice take right there by Castro, getting back ahead in the count now. 2-1 and sitting in a hitter's count here. A big opportunity.
Ooh, and it takes another.
Now he's got
3-1.
Now he's sitting dead red 3-1 here. Got to be perfect. And this is a big spot here too, you know, because he's proven he's only throwing one strike coming in. And this is a big spot.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And here it is, the 3-1, the pitch.
Smoked it.
Right at Kelly, makes the play. Can he beat him? The dive.
And he beat him
They're
to the
going to call
bag.
it safe.
Now, collision over there at first base, though. Casto. Absolutely. Just a collision between two athletic and pretty good.
Good-sized guys. Yeah, that's a.
Both one's up, down.
Yeah, Kelly up. It looks like Casto is still down.
So we'll.
And that's unfortunate. And Kelly kind of limping here a little bit as they attend to him.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of the mustard, the zing and the sauce out of the Ripley taking the lead if, you know, Casto's down significantly. So, CJ, I think it might be a good time to take a break.
Yeah, absolutely. We will, as they attend to him, we will be back momentarily. And welcome back to the hill here. Everything appears to be settled again. We saw Bryson Castro kind of get to his feet, and a big applause here from everybody in, and him and Kelly seem to be okay after that collision. That's always a good thing to see. Two guys just battling it. Glad to see them get back to their feet and able to keep going here.
Yeah, absolutely. Casto right up there, getting ready to grind out here, and hopefully for his team score a run that would be huge. And that ball is ripped into the gap there, just over the shortstop's head, and two are going to score.
And the bobble in the outfield.
Ripley gets some big insurance here in the sixth. 2 hits after a bunch of walks, and boom, just like that, the Vikings have a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is, I mean, it has been... their bats really kind of seem to struggle throughout the game. You get the 2-out walk, and all of a sudden now the rally monkey is alive.
But they played clean baseball, have had no errors, and they were able to stack up all these walks, being patient. And GW just struggled with their strikes. So is Ripley at times tonight.
Yeah, the command and inability to find the strike zone has really plagued GW here.
With 2 outs, a lot of times for both teams, really.
Yeah.
Extra pitches. And you know, you wouldn't even want to really say it because I don't think it's the case. It's been a fair zone, you know.
Yeah. No, I've thought, you know, the behind the plate's been really good tonight.
So they're about to bat around here. It's Cade Good.
And there's a strike to even the count at 1-1.
So a 4-run explosion here. And two men are still on here for the Vikings, all with 2 outs.
Yeah, all this damage being done here with 2 outs. As Good gets into one and rips it
That might be
down
gone,
to left
CJ.
field.
I think it is. See you, baseball.
That ball is gone. Huge hit there by Cade Good to drive in 3. And the Ripley Vikings have exploded for 7 runs here in the top of the 6th to take an 8-2 lead. That ball was absolutely hammered.
Yes, it was. Beat on there by Cade Good. And wow, what a turn of events here as GW had the lead, trying to nurse it. 4 outs to go till you're getting home, and Ripley made all of their hits count. And CJ, I got a little drive, so I'll see you, my friend. Awesome to be a part of the broadcast tonight.
Yes,
and,
thank you for...
Just a long drive back up to Beckley. Gotta get ready for Summers County tomorrow. So
nope, we understand.
8 o'clock was my curfew. So
we appreciate you coming out and spending some time with us.
Always fun, brother.
All right, so we now do have a pitching change here for the George Washington Patriots. This is the 3rd pitcher of the inning, unfortunately, for them. This inning has not gone according to plan at all. So while they warm up a pitcher, we will step aside and be right back. And welcome back to the Hill here as we are still in the top of the 6th as that ball is laced out to right field in front of Fenwick, and he'll cut it off. That was Brady McVeigh there, keeping the inning alive here. As with 2 outs, the Vikings have struck for 7 runs to go up 8-2. The new pitcher here for George Washington is Charlie Hanks. He's being asked to get the final out here of the inning and to end this very long inning. Ball 1 there to the first baseman, Parker Kelly, as Ripley has now batted around here in the 6th. Set and the pitch. Ball driven right between 2nd and 3rd. As there are now 2 on and still 2 outs in the inning. The Patriots desperately searching to get this final out here and get back into the dugout. I want to give a special shout out to our sponsors, the GW Boosters, for helping put together this stream this evening. Now digging in, Landon Meadows, the DH here for the Vikings. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hanks comes to the set, the 0-1 delivery. That ball is driven out to deep center field. That's going to bounce off of the wall. That's going to score both runners as Meadows is going to pull up into second with a 2-run double. Now 9 runners to have crossed the plate for the Vikings and a 10-2 lead. just a nightmare of an inning for the Patriots continuing. Right fielder Kyler Doss now steps in. Runner on second, 2 outs. Fouls that off. Count goes to 0-1. Hanks looks in for the sign. Comes to the set. And the pitch. Ball 1 just outside. Even the count at 1-1. And the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Hoff will field it on the scoop, the throw. And that is out number 3. And the Patriots finally get out of the inning, in which sees the Ripley Vikings bat around plate 9 and take a 10-2 lead into the bottom of the 6th. And we will be back momentarily. And welcome back to the Hill. George Washington prepares to step in and bat here in the bottom of the 6th. We'd like to shout out our sponsors, the GW Boosters, for help making this stream possible. As the Patriots dig in here after giving up 9 in the top of the 6th. Went into that inning up 2-1, leave it trailing 10-2. As Bryson Hoff steps in here to get this inning underway. A hack and a foul off there. His last time up in the 4th, hit a 2-run home run. As that ball a little high and misses. Evens the count at 1. George Washington definitely needing to put some runs here on the board quickly if you're Ripley. Just quick outs and get back into the dugout is the order. The 1-1. Also, again, way up and in and over the head to go to 2-1 on the count. Bryson Castro now the pitcher for Ripley as Huff shoots that back up to the shortstop. What a grab and a play throw over, but it pulls him off the bag. Tough play out there for Jackson Curry, who moves from third to short. Makes a great dive to stop it. The throw just a little wide, pulling off the first baseman, Parker Keller there. So Hoff reaches on the air, and that will bring up Eli Smith, the DH. And pours in a strike there to get ahead 0-1 early. Castro sets in the 0-1. Taken there for ball one. Hoff leads off from first. Castro sets, throws over. Hoff able to get back rather easily. Castro with a check on the runner and the delivery. Strike on the inside corner there to take the count to 1-2. And the 1-2. Ball down low, snap, throw back behind, but Hoff able to get back. Eli Smith here. Count is 2-2 as he digs back in. Castro looks in for the sign. Comes to the set, and here is the delivery. Ball outside, even take the account full at 3-2. Another snap throw down to first, but Hoff back in. Ripley obviously, even with a big league, still very concerned with Hoff. And we've seen this G-Dub offense can strike in a hurry. So if you're Ripley, try and get outs here. And that is ball four and a walk. So exactly what you wanted if you are George Washington to start this inning, to get your first two guys on base. As that brings up Corbin Dixon, the catcher here.
Next up, catcher Corbin Dixon.
Corbin Dixon, one for three today. As he's unable to check that pitch, but the pitch gets away from the catcher, and when he's going to be able to find him, both runners advance 90 feet. So now second and third here for the Patriots with nobody out. Now Dixon with a very good opportunity here to drive in at least one run. Castro sets and the delivery. Strike called there at the top of the zone. That'll take the count to 0-2. Castro sets, checks the runners, the 0-2, and here's the pitch. And that's a ball just outside. Close take there, but probably a tough one to take to 0-2, but he does and gets the ball. And the 1-2. Sure hits it down the line to first base. He'll step on, get one out there, but Huff will score, so now 10-3. Vikings lead the Patriots. Eli Smith advances to third on the ground out as well. Eli Dawson will now step into the batter's box here. 0 for 2 with a walk on the evening. Castro sets, kick, and throw over to third. Smith back safely. George Washington looking to rally after giving up 9 in the top part of the inning. Show bunt pitch up, taken for a ball. So 1-0 the count here, the bottom of the 6th inning. Castro sets and the pitch. Shows bunt again, pulls it back as the pitch is high. 2-0. Yeah, I think Dawson with his speed obviously trying to maybe bunt for it. Hit that pitch up as well, so now 3-0. So with a 3-0 count here, got to think maybe has the take sign on unless it's a really great pitch. Here it is. And that is strike one. So good job there from Castro to battle back. Make it a 3-1 count. Pitch. Hitting the corner there. Now battles back to 3-2 full count here. So 3-2. Runner on third, 1 out. And the payoff pitch. Ball 4 inside. Big time battle there by Eli Dawson to work the walk. And now runners at the corners as Joel Nelson, the second baseman, will step in here. Looking down the line, trying to get these signs. And Ripley will take a quick mound visit here. Just talk to Castro, maybe kind of calm him down a little bit here as he's gotten a little erratic here over the last couple of hitters. And GW will attempt to try and put on a little bit here of a rally. Got runners on the corners here, only one man out here in the bottom of the sixth. If the home plate umpire here is going to go break up the meeting on the mound and get back to playing some ball. And as Jeff Nelson digs in, he is 0 for 2 for the day. The pop foul caught by the first baseman in the second inning, walked in the third, struck out looking in the fourth as he takes strike one there. Throw over, but he's back safely. Got to think the Patriots are going to try and be extremely aggressive on the base paths, even more so when trailing by 7 late in a ball game. Nelson lifts one. That is to center field. And the catch made by Eli Fallon. Runners stay put on the corners, and now 2 away. And that will bring up Abe Fenwick, the right fielder. He is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Looking here to drive in a run. Drives that to deep right field. And it's going to bounce off of the wall. One will score. They're going to wave the other one around as he will score as well. Fenwick with a 2-run double and a big hit there for the Patriots. Now 10-5. Little 2-out hit there. Kind of most apropos considering all of Ripley's damage came in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. So that will bring up Cole Ellis, the left fielder, as he takes low ball 1. swing and a miss. That'll even the count at 1-1. And in a game where runs were at a premium early through the first, 5 innings, the sixth has seen both of these offenses explode here a little bit. And here's the 1-1. Another healthy hack there from Ellis, and he's down 1-2 in the count. Castro sets, checks on Fenwick at second, and the pitch. Down in the dirt, but blocked there, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Ellis is dug back in, Castro in for the sign, he's set. Look back there at Fenwick at second, and the pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner. That will end the inning. George Washington is able to push through 3 to close it to a 10-5 as we go to the top of the 7th, and we will be right back. Welcome back to South Hills and the George Washington Patriots and the Ripley Vikings. Quick shout out to our sponsors, the GW Boosters, for helping make this stream possible. Charlie Hanks still on the mound for the Patriots. As that first pitch misses, 0-1. Next one bounced right back to him. He'll field it. Throw over to Kelly, and a quick out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. And that will bring up center fielder Eli Fallon.
Next up, center fielder Eli Fallon.
And the pitch. Strike 1. Eli Fallon, a guy who has had a very good game playing out in center field. A couple of really good defensive plays. Is also not hit and scored as he'll foul that one off down the left field line and out of play. Make the count to 0-2. And the pitch. Fouled off, straight back, caught at the top of the netting. Next with the pitch. Strike 3 looking. Nice little breaking ball right there, and 2 quick outs for the Patriots. Give you a quick recap here. 10-8-1 for the Vikings, 5-7-2 for the Patriots as we are here in the 7th with 2 outs. Hank steps off. And the pitch. Ball 1 low. as Bryson Castro steps in here. Started the game at short, now is the pitcher of record for Ripley. Takes the ball too low. Ripley putting up a big 9 spot in the 6th. All of that damage coming with 2 outs in the inning as well. As that is ball 3. The Patriots are able to get 2 quick outs and then a 2-out walk, and then the floodgates just opened from there as the Vikings pushed across 9. And there is a strike. Make the count 3-1. For Charlie Hanks here, definitely want to have a 1-2-3 inning, but will not there as he ushers the free pass to Castro. That will bring up Jackson Curry.
Next up, shortstop Jackson Curry,
who has walked twice in this game, grounded out into a double play, and struck out as well.
Go, Jack. Come on, baby.
And the pitch. Low, but a good block there by Corbin Dixon behind the plate. So 1-0 the count. Makes a check on the runner. Kick and fire. That pitch is fouled back and off to the right. Hank sets, and the 1-1 on the way. Fouled straight back, 1-2. And if this score were to hold at 10-1, Cade Good would get the win for Ripley. Pitched very well, hung in there, gave his team an opportunity, and his offense delivered for him. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off, throw down, not in time. So we had a ball and then a steal there as well by Bryson Castro, moving up to second base. Hanks will step off the mound. Hanks comes set, checks on the runner. Here's the 2-2. Bounced right back up. He'll field, throw over to Kelly in time, and that will end the inning. So no hits, no runs, 1 left on as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Ripley leading 10-5 over the Patriots, and we will return right after this. All right, and we are back here at the Hill in the bottom of the 7th inning. I'd like to thank our sponsors, the George Washington Baseball Boosters, for help making this stream possible. We appreciate everything you guys have done. Stepping in now, the third baseman, John Falla. He rips it back up. The short and a hop, and he will beat out the throw. That ball absolutely ripped in there to short. Jackson Curry did a good job to come up with it in a quick throw. But Falla's speed to beat it down the line and for a hit.
Next up, first baseman Chuck Kelly.
That will bring up Chuck Kelly, the first baseman here. Castro still pitching for the Vikings. Kelly back up the middle to second. The flip to short, on to first. Is he able to dig it out in a double play? 2 quick outs on the double play there. Absolutely great play there by the Vikings. That second baseman Donahue on the pick and the flip there to Curry, and then the relay over to Parker Keller, who had a great dig out there at first to complete the double play, and now Ripley 1 out away from securing their first W of the year. And there's a pitch inside to Bryson Hoff, who has walked, flown out, hit a 2-run home run, and then also reached on an error as well. And there is a foul off back to even the count at 1-1. Castro gets the sign, sets, Hoff dug in and ready, and here is the 1-1. That is a strike right at the top of the letters. 1-2 is the count with 2 outs, so 1 strike away here from the Vikings securing the win. Castro shakes off a couple of times, and now the 1-2. As Hoff hits a fly ball out to center. Eli Phelan underneath of it, makes the catch, and that will do it as the Vikings win 10-5 over the Patriots here. Once again, we want to thank the GW Boosters for helping sponsor this stream, and that will do it for us from here as the Vikings of Ripley win 10-5 over the Patriots of George Washington. We want to thank you guys for taking time to enjoy this game with us, and we will see you next time. Have a great evening, everybody.